Sonic.Exe is, without a doubt, a pretty influential game in the horror genre. Say what you will about the original story, say what you will about the quality of the game, call it a walking simulator, whatever, but you must admit, even if for sometimes it is for better or for worse, Sonic.Exe has had influence. The character of Sonic.Exe is pretty synonymous with the Sonic franchise, to the point where I've seen people who think Sonic.Exe is canon. And I'm pretty sure most people can remember around like the 2012 through 2019, I'd say, the whole EXE era. It's still going on. There's still plenty of Sonic.Exe projects. When people would just insert random character.exe, it was an interesting time to say the least. Let's talk FNAF World now. On FNAF World, for the Halloween update, we'd actually get Scott Cawthon's, kind of parody of EXE games called Foxy.EXE. And that is what I want to talk about today. Foxy.EXE has gone from just being a parody of Sonic.Exe to being one of the possibly thousands of subgenres in the Five Nights at Freddy's community. And I want to talk about it because I'm pretty sure no one else has talked about this whole little community. So I will be the first.
It's the most niche I'm ever gonna get. I'm Niche Man. That's my name, Niche Man. This is the most niche I'm ever gonna get.
Before talking about the wacky shit, I first want to go over what the original Foxy.exe was, see what we're working with here, and to see what other interpretations do similarly or differently. The original Foxy.exe isn't really anything special. Nightmare Puppet describes it as a second-rate horror game, and, since it's parodying Sonic.exe, you could say that. Everything from the presentation of the game to the actual game itself just screams that it's a parody. The game doesn't take itself seriously at all. The only real scary part, in quotations, I'd say, is Foxy's voice. Foxy's voice sounds really good in this game for some reason.
Listen to my voice, and you will find the key. When you can see, how fast can you flee? Be sure your step through the heart of madness. Call your big arm onto us.
Now that we've talked about Mr. EXE himself, let's finally get into the different versions of him. But I want to preference something before we actually do that. This video isn't going to really have much of a structure. These aren't going to go by like the time they were made for the most part. I'm just going to talk about them in sections. So I'm going to talk about games, videos, and then other stuff. The first video we got here is a video called Foxy.exe concept reveal trailer. And while for the most part it's just a trailer from FNAF 2 but with like glitches and everything, it's the ending of the video that really gets me.
Please. I don't know where I am. 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 I don't know. I don't know where I am.
That got me. I was like watching all these videos like at nighttime, and it was pretty scary. Not scary in the sense where I was like
It was just really unsettling.
this didn't really have much to show besides that final part, but for what it is a pretty little scary video. So overall, I think it's pretty good. The next thing we got here is actually something pretty interesting. This video and the specific version of Foxy.exe is part of a larger sub-community called the Pirate Pasta community. I'll talk about this whole community towards the end of the video, but I want to talk about this video series because for all intents and purposes, out of that whole little community, this version of Foxy.exe is the most popular. Foxy.exe 2014 was made by Cameos on TikTok and YouTube, and is overall one of the most well-made ones that I'm going to cover this whole video. On a quick side note, something I really want to mention is some Foxys are directly inspired by different versions of Sonic.Exe. For example, Foxy 2014 is inspired by Sonic.Exe 2011X. There's probably one dude who's like wondering, so there you go. The three videos are presented in the FNAF 2 8-bit style, and all three videos do follow a specific minigame from FNAF 2. For example, the first one is Foxy Go Go Go, but instead of William terrorizing us with his presence, Foxy terrorizes William. Get out of there. A chase ensues. Foxy, the guy known for running, instead of running, he just extends his arm and tries to reach us. William, being the 500 IQ Giga Chad he is, decides to hide in Foxy's cove. You deserve whatever happens to you next. Cake Bear gets treated like the average fast food employee. Puppet gets her ass beat. And then, wow, look at that. I recognize this. But all goofy shit aside, this series is pretty short, so there wasn't that much for me to talk about. I don't want to just summarize the videos and like try to drag it out. But this isn't me trying to say it's bad, but I feel like there's not a lot going on. But I do hope this continues. On Cam's, what you call it, on his TikTok, he posts a lot of art of this Foxy, and it's all pretty cool stuff. And I do get that these take time to make, but you know, hopefully if he does make more episodes, a lot more does happen. Because like this last episode was, you know, the most exciting one, but compared to the first two. So I hope he continues with this. If the series ever finishes, and you know, it's long enough and interesting enough, who knows, I might make a separate video all about just this Foxy. The final video we got is called FNAF World Prototype Build Virus. This video, I really like it a lot. It has a charm to it that I really like. This whole video feels like a game. This is like, in 2015, this would have definitely been a shitty EXE game someone made. The whole bandy cam on the top, it really sells it. I'll start with the things I like. I really like how, since it is like a shitty virus, that it uses sprites from FNAF 3. You can clearly tell that they were just cut out and imported. But then when it gets to the spooky Foxy stuff, he's like all bloody and stuff, and it's like, whoa. Bonnie section isn't really all that. It's kind of, you know, he just gets the key and then fucking dies. But Freddy section, I really like the fact that it's Freddy in space. You know, since it's FNAF World, that's really cool that they actually did that. My biggest problem is the Springtrap part, because the whole video, Foxy addresses the player, Andrew. But then he just starts addressing Afton directly. I like the section. I like the fact that Springtrap has a little fight. Yeah, I wouldn't even call this a fight. He got fucking demolished. But why do you go from, hey Andrew, I'm gonna kill you, to hey ho Afton, I'm gonna make you pay? Alright, I kind of don't know where to shove this in, because there will literally, in this channel's history, never be another period of time where I can talk about this, so I'm just going to take full advantage and talk about it now. As a kid, I used to watch this one specific Foxy.EXE speed edit. It had like 900 views. At least 100 of those are from me over the years. This shit had me hooked, bro. Everything from like, I don't know, the song, the actual like speed edit process itself, it was crazy. And it pains me that this video has only 900 something views. Go watch that video. All the comments are turned off, but still, go watch Matt's like. I'm pissed that this fucking Funtime Foxy.EXE speed edit got more views than this one. What the fuck even is a Funtime Foxy.EXE? You'd think with how Foxy.EXE is a game that there'd be, you know, fan games of, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. On Game Jolt, there's a couple of games, but it's not the end of the world. I did find others that are pretty cool, and I want to talk about. Starting things off with a Roblox fan game called Heart of Madness. This is a spin-off game for the Roblox game called Return to Animatronica, which is a FNAF World RPG, which is supposed to be like, obviously, FNAF World. Bunch of more characters, spin-off characters, and collabs. Heck, even Dog Watson's in this. But it's all in its unique art style, and it's a really fun game. I definitely recommend it. And, you know, just like in the real game, the only way to get Nightmare on is to play Foxy.EXE. A more direct EXE game, it's very much like Sonic.Exe in terms of its gameplay. That doesn't mean it's bad. I'd actually say this game is better than Sonic.Exe, because although yes, all your characters can die pretty easily, if you actually know what to do, you can actually save your characters and get a secret character. Throughout the game, there are various boxes you can find if you know exactly what to do. With Bonnie, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is the second you see the first dead animal on the ground, immediately turn around and there will be a new path open for you to go into a cave. Quick disclaimer, this cave, it's dark as shit in there. Turn up your brightness if you can. Yeah, just get to the end of the cave and you'll find a little box. You smash it and you got the first key. If you survive the chase and take the right path, you'll easily get the second box. Yeah, to be honest with Chica, I can't even explain it, so I'll just show you. There it is. With Freddy, you just need to beat the level normally and the box will just appear. Number 4. You have proven yourself worthy. Really? Oh shit. You really think that? All your friends are... But thanks to their help, you've managed to defeat me. This game's over. The sands of time carved. Thank you. Thank you, player. For the fun we've had. My friends are dead! It's him? You saw that correctly. In this game, the secret character you get for fully completing Foxy.EXE is Foxy himself. In this game, he's called RTX, and in the main game, he's a pretty cool character. In the daytime, he'll appear as the normal Foxy, but at nighttime, he lets his evil side out or something. His moves overall are not the most impressive thing in the world, but they're pretty good. And I like the little unique quirk he has where he's like good in the daytime and evil at night. And overall, there's a reason I didn't talk about the full game, because I highly recommend you go play this. And also because I played it on my second channel.
Go watch that.
But yeah, that was Heart of Madness. Really solid ass game. Foxy.EXE also appears in Ultra Custom Night, but
Yet again, who doesn't appear in Ultra Custom Night?
you think he have a little bit of a more unique mechanic, but
He doesn't.
he will attack through the right vent, and if you hear him talking, shut the door. In terms of the design, Foxy.EXE looks the exact same as Withered Foxy, which is why, fun fact, for the thumbnail of this video, I just used one of Withered Foxy's alternate skins, like the real Withered Foxy. I used one of his alternate skins for the thumbnail.
I just thought
it looked a lot cooler than using, you know, the actual Foxy.EXE, because he's pretty boring in terms of like actual design. He's the exact fucking same. God couldn't even like MS paint bloody eyes on him. The next thing I want to talk about are two games from like back in the day, almost like I'd say 9 years ago. It's Foxy.EXE and Foxy.EXE 2 by Mario Ice Romero. And I couldn't quite figure out how to comprehensively break these games down, but the videos that I was able to find, because
I wasn't gonna go play these games. Let's be honest.
I can't tell you what's going on. It's just bullshit, balls off the wall. Like, pull up Luigi Kid's video, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Here's the first Foxy.EXE.
Okay, but it says Foxy.EXE. What the F is going on here? The developer is here again. Hi! Hi, how are you? I do not know you.
And that was just me skipping through the video. I didn't show it, but in the beginning of the video, this bullshit happens.
I'm still looking forward to this. Oh god, the volume is very, very loud. Free, isn't it? There's a door. It's setting space.
And I'm telling you right now, Foxy.EXE 2 isn't much of an improvement. It's pretty much the same game with the same gameplay, if you can even call it that, but this happens towards the end.
Just fell out of the sky for you. No. This was a gift for us. You gathered.
No, I don't like to be mean towards games, but these games are objectively ass. They definitely follow the formula that old EXE games used to have, where it was just throw whatever you could at the wall and put blood or some shit. But in this case, there wasn't even blood at all, really, and Foxy rarely appears. I don't know why it's called Foxy.EXE. He rarely appears. So overall, even though I do have somewhat of nostalgia for this game, these games are bad, objectively. The Pirate Pasta community is a whole community that spawned based on Foxy.EXE. The main goal of the community is to be kind of like a parody of the Sonic.Exe community, but you know, with the spooky fox. And there are a shit ton of these guys, which are all unique in their own ways, but I can't really sit down here and talk about them as much as I would like to, because at the end of the day, most of these are just drawings, images, and fan art. And I can't just sit here and look at images and go, yes, I like the colors. But it's something I didn't want to bring up, because I think that on your own time, you should go and check all these people out. This community, it's very niche and small, but they're all still very passionate about what they do. And I think that's pretty cool.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna throw out my own 2 quarters. I'm gonna invent my own Foxy.EXE right now. This is Foxy.JPEG. He's really scary. That's it.
But yeah, that was really about it. I've been wanting to talk about Foxy.EXE for a little bit. In terms of this video, it wasn't really the most edited thing in the world. I kind of, took it easy with this one because, I'm putting all my efforts into something else that will be dropping at the end of the month. Really excited, but yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.